Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton, and today we're going to learn about a new licensed practical nursing program right here in Hampton to help us with a shortage. My guest is Debi Erick, who's Dean of the Nursing Program at Bryant Stratton. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I think we read so much nationally about COVID burnout and people getting out of the profession. And what is the status of nursing now? Do we have enough? Do we have a big shortage? How serious is it?
In Hampton area, it is very serious. We have a crisis nursing shortage in Hampton. One of the reasons for that is because this is a great place for folks to retire to. We have a lot of
aging population.
Graying population, and as a result then, folks in that age category often need health care more frequently than folks in their 20s, for example.
Yes, I certainly see it now. I have more specialists than I, never used to have, so I see a lot of doctors and nurses. So why did Bryant Stratton decide to do this?
So we've had an associate degree nursing program that prepares individuals to be registered nurses now for 3 years in Hampton. But when we started looking at the shortage of nurses and what can we do, we realized that there was not another practical nursing program in the Hampton area, and healthcare employers are contacting us all the time for the need for more nurses.
Okay, so I'm going to now explain that I don't know what all of these things. Explain what a practical nurse is and what the educational requirements are, and then a registered nurse, and also kind of what they can do, because I assume there's some differences there.
So I'm very excited that in Virginia we have an amazing scope of practice for nurses. So what that means is a person in Virginia who is an LPN, a licensed practical nurse, at Bryant Stratton College, that person would go to school for 3 terms.
Okay.
3 terms. 15 weeks is each term. So at the end of 3 15-week terms, then they would be eligible to take the NCLEX, which is the licensing exam for LPNs. In that role, they can work in a healthcare provider's office, they can work in an extended care facility, they can work in a hospital. So the difference in scope of practice between an LPN and a registered nurse is really management of the healthcare team.
Oh, okay. Now, I'm trying to do math in my head, which made me stop listening a little bit. 3 15-week terms means that's less than a year. I can't really...
Just a little bit less than a year.
Under? Okay.
So if a student, for example, started in September, then they would have a term September to December, then one January to April, then May to August. So if they started in September, they would end August of 2023.
Now, are your classes... I mean, it's a tough course load if you're doing it that quickly, would be my best guess.
Correct. So people can attend part-time if they choose. We have day, evening classes. We also have weekend clinicals. So Bryant Stratton College has been a career college since, I think, 1869.
Oh, because you haven't been here that long. It just came into my awareness when you moved to Hampton, because Hampton's all that's important right now.
I understand. That makes sense. So Bryant Stratton College has been around for a long time. We have campuses in Wisconsin, in New York, Ohio, and Virginia.
Okay.
So, in fact, one of the Rockefellers was a student and graduated from Bryant Stratton College a very long time ago.
Interesting.
So, yes, they've had a lot of history, but more recently added nursing. So, in Richmond, we started the nursing program, I believe, in 2012.
Now, the registered nursing program, what are the key differences? I guess you could start out as an LPN and then get the other classes.
You could, absolutely.
But you don't have to, right?
But you don't have to, that's right. If you've never been to college before and you want to be a registered nurse, then you could come to Bryant Stratton College, and in 20 months, I keep wanting to say weeks.
Make it seem zippy. Okay.
Yes. 20 months, then you would be eligible to take NCLEX RN.
Okay. So why did you become a nurse? Why, we've heard how tough it is. That's been on the news a lot. Why is it a great career? Why do you love it?
I love it because every single day I have the opportunity to make a difference for another human being. We talk a lot about being kind these days, and many careers can help you be kind. But nurses really are the most trusted profession. The Gallup poll says that nurses are the most trusted profession globally. So it's a great time to be a nurse.
And you could get a job anywhere.
Absolutely, on any shift, that makes a huge difference. Bryant Stratton College has other programs in the healthcare fields as well. We have medical assisting, we have medical administrators. Those folks often work Monday through Friday in a healthcare provider's office. So I think that people need to examine what they want to do and what career works best in their life, right? But nursing you can come to as a second career. Lots of opportunities.
So I have also heard nationally, and I have very limited knowledge, so feel free to correct me. There are a couple of very tough science-y, anatomy kind of courses that often trip people up. How hard is it to get that nursing degree?
So in the practical nursing program, we have 2 science classes, ANP1 and ANP2. In the registered nurse program, the associate degree program, we have 3 science classes, ANP1, ANP2, and then pathophysiology. So in an associate's degree, because it's a shorter path from entry to college to exit to career, then we don't have some of the science classes that you might have to do if you chose a bachelor's degree program.
Gotcha. But you still need someone who can learn the science part. Like, wanting to help people is not enough. You have to be ready to deal with blood, guts, and gore and a little bit of hardcore science.
That's true.
So that you can help people.
Exactly. And then that's why we have the other programs as well, because maybe nursing isn't the career for everyone, but there's always a niche for you in healthcare because there's so many opportunities.
Well, and I would think that you could start in one and then change or grow. I mean, one of the things that's true now is that you're just never locked into a career. We have long work lives now, and we can do 2 or 3 different things if we want.
That's right. In nursing, you can diversify so much. With an associate degree, the path is open when you become a registered nurse. That's true. Absolutely.
But the licensed practical nursing program, just under a year, and you really can have a wide range then. It's hospitals, it's nursing care facilities, it's doctors' offices. I mean, they can do a good bit of patient care.
Absolutely. In the 20-month program at Bryant Stratton College, practical nursing students spend 400 hours in the clinical setting. And I think that that's one of the pieces that sets Bryant Stratton College apart from other programs. In all of our programs, students have what we call an internship, where they actually spend 90 hours in the employment setting at the end of their nursing program. So many times our graduates are hired by the facility that they do their internship in because they really enjoy that environment, and it's like an internship to hire.
Okay, so now you've convinced me. What do I do to learn more, or to begin an application, or to determine how I could pay for this education?
Okay, so you would contact www.bryantstratton.edu. Our classes begin September 7th, so it's really imperative to start that process right away. And I want to say that Bryant Stratton College matches outside scholarships. So yes, college is expensive, it is, but there are lots of opportunities. For example, the Board of Nursing has an annual scholarship called the Mary Marshall Scholarship, and that's specifically for Virginia residents. So there's lots of opportunity out there.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much for coming. Is there anything that you want to add that I forgot to ask?
Let's see. I think that the first step is making the contact, contacting Bryant Stratton College. You know, they say that the hardest piece in going back to college is making that first contact.
It's a huge leap. It's
It
very
is.
scary. And career changes are scary. And, you know, it's one thing if you've just graduated high school and you're looking, you've kind of been in that mode maybe. But change is very scary.
At Bryant Stratton College, we have free tutoring. We have lots of support, many resources. So it's the time. The need is there.
Right.
Come
You'd be
make a
hired
difference.
right away. Exactly. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I hope that if you are in the midst of changing careers or you have a job that isn't necessarily a career and are ready to do something and commit to this wonderful profession, that you will consider this opportunity, which is right here in Hampton in the Coliseum Central area. Thanks so much for watching.